South by Southwest
2025.
2025. Here we are.
We're still here and we're not drunk.
No.
Wait.
No.
Some of us are not drunk.
We're not. None of us are drunk.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I'm sober.
I'm the most soberest.
Yeah, you haven't had
I am not.
I was like, tune in here. Chime in.
If you want to listen to the last couple of segments, no, I wasn't feeling so hot. I'm here.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
I was still pretty intoxicated. That food helped me out a lot.
Wow, I'm surprised. Yeah,
You're welcome.
I'm better.
I feel fine. I'm tired, but I'm good. I'm good. But yeah, we're here at South by Southwest, everybody. We've been here all weekend. We're here as press. We're doing all the press things. If you've been following our Instagram, Austin's been doing a great job making some badass videos.
Check it out.
So we got all the videos up there, and we've been going to some sessions, hitting up some parties, meeting some interactive folks, telling a lot of people about the podcast, all that good stuff. So it's been an adventure.
So if you're new, thanks for checking us out. I hope you got a sticker from us because they are awesome stickers.
That's right. Yeah.
Or seeing a sticker posted up on somewhere where it wasn't supposed to be.
In front of a urinal, up high on a ceiling.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, it's fine.
Drunk Jason just sticks everything everywhere.
I'm sure he does.
I'm breaking the law.
Oh man, that's a little crazy.
Hello, Austin.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Inner Gamer.
Wait, you talking about this Austin or the city of Austin?
I don't like this. He's sticking things where they don't need to be.
Oh man, sticking things where they don't belong. Anyway, let's talk about South by Southwest. We've been down here. I guess we can open up with the activations and stuff like that.
Let's do
which
it.
weren't as exciting this year, I feel like, as years past. But we did get to see the Alien Earth thing, so it was like that was kind of a bummer. But what was y'all's favorite activation thingy that we got to go see?
It's considered
Alien. Oh, wait.
Activation is
Sorry.
like a
We didn't see that
brand
one.
thing that we went to. It wasn't like a
brand
talk or
thing.
whatever.
I don't know. I don't have one this year.
Yeah.
To be honest, it was very.
What did we see?
Well, I like the
We went to
activation
Love
thing.
is Blind.
Yeah, the Love
we
is
went
Blind.
to the lodge.
The lodge, the lodge. If you ever do South by Southwest, the lodges I highly recommend going to. Like, no matter what, you're going to have a unique experience there.
Yes.
And Paramount promoting all of their stuff, their movies, TV shows, and stuff like that is very interesting in how they go about it to show it to put you into
They
that
go all out
environment.
with it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it's probably Lodge.
Yeah, it's probably the lodge.
Sam Palo House we went to. Went to
I
Fast
forgot
Company
about that.
Grill, which is
that
a
one
brand
wasn't that
activation.
great. Yeah,
We got to see Malcolm Gladwell talk about stuff and get some hors d'oeuvres, you know.
Yeah.
There were some neat things, but it wasn't anything that was like extravagant. We also saw the Rivian is all over the place down here. They were doing that, going up and down the mountain.
Yeah, the new electric truck Cyber. No, well, not new.
No, they've been around for a little bit.
Yeah, they've been around for a little bit.
They do have a new Dune version of their the 3X maybe or something like that. It's their SUV.
Yeah.
That they announced. I did see a video earlier of the YouTube a YouTube video of the Electric Roadhouse that we were going to go to on South Congress. It was fine. It was just more of the Rivians inside of their building. I'm glad we didn't go because I think it would have been a bummer. So, but it looked cool. I mean, it was like if you want to check out Rivian and stuff like that, they're all over the place. But
Yeah, they're cool. They're cool. But yeah, I think the Lodge for sure.
Yeah.
For me, what always does it is I get something that I could use.
yeah,
And the Lodge gave out bamboo eating utensils, a fork, a spoon, and a knife.
Yep. For the
And
Yellow Jackets.
Yellow Jackets.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I don't know
Branded.
much about the Yellow Jackets. I know a lot of people were liking it, but like that, I was like, sweet.
Yeah, Yellow
gonna
Jackets
use
is so like Yellow Jackets, and then they were also promoting Dexter Original Sin, which is fucking phenomenal. If you're a Dexter fan, highly recommend that. Gladiator 2 was promoted there. I don't know why. It's like
Paramount thing probably.
well, no, it's a Paramount thing, but it's been out since last.
Is it just
year.
coming out on streaming or something? No,
it's on there, but like still. And
it's, yeah.
1923.
23?
1923. They
yeah.
promoted that. That's a thing. Mobland. Which we
Mobland.
got a picture with that. The Star Trek stuff.
The PGA or something, I think, or
I thought it was basketball.
basketball, maybe.
NCAA.
There was a little bit of both.
So
sports stuff.
But still, the Paramount Lounge, well, not the Paramount Lounge, the Lodge is like a very unique experience, especially to walk into that, especially with the Yellow Jackets thing, how it was themed and stuff. I thought they did very well with that. So
Yeah.
But yeah.
So we went to a couple sessions.
Yep.
There was actually a lot, seemingly more gaming sessions this year than normal.
Yes.
Which was nice. I would say probably. Well, this is like earlier in the days. We saw a combination of gaming and TV with the Last of Us panel.
Yes.
That was pretty cool.
We actually got in,
Yeah. Yep.
which
got
is
in.
huge.
And phenomenal trailer. Like,
gotta see a new
gave me
trailer.
Chills. Jesus Christ. Did it give you the guys chills? I got chills from it.
Yeah, I was excited about it.
Oh, I got fucking chills from it, man. It felt very emotional. It felt fucking phenomenal. It makes me want to rewatch season 1 again.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, unlike y'all, I didn't particularly love season 1. I enjoyed it.
Yep.
And obviously they changed some things up and did some new things because it's a TV show and they can do some new stuff too. But now that I didn't play The Last of Us Part 2 and stopped at when you switch characters from, the people we love to the person that you hate.
Yep.
I'm excited to see what they do with it because I feel like they do have to change the story up. They can't do what they did in the video game.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to lend itself to tell the story that will captivate people and string you along the way it needs to. And I like the actress, and I think she fits the role. And actually, I don't know if she's going to be.
One playing
buff.
Abby?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Abby. I don't think she's going to be buff like Abby, but I'm excited to see where it goes. And I'm more intrigued because I don't know exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
I am too. It looks like they captured a lot of the game and the experience in the game, but I don't know the order of anything, which is what I'm most interested in. That's gonna be cool. But it looks super immersive. I mean, seeing the WLF in there, I think Washington Liberation Front, and a couple other little nods to the factions that they talked about during the panel.
Yeah.
Seems really cool, and it's just kind of cool to see like the whole cast on stage with like Bella Ramsey, Pedro Pascal, Gabriel Luna, and then
The girl who
three
plays
new
Abby.
guys.
the three, the new, which I was fun. So the Asian guy showed up there. I can't remember his name right now, but I was like, I know I've seen him somewhere, and they mentioned Beef, and I was like, yes, he was in Beef. Mm-hmm. But you watched Beef? Didn't
No, I
you?
did not.
I thought you did. I thought you talked about it on Skip Round By.
I wanted to watch it,
Okay.
but I didn't.
Well, I think I watched it because of you mentioning it on Skip Round By.
Probably because it was
Yeah.
Raul. He probably
I really liked it. It was a good show, and it was cool to see him reprise a role in a new thing. And I don't know anything about the girl playing Abby, so I'm excited for that.
Caitlin Dever is playing Abby.
Yeah,
Which it was cool with her because she was talking about her dad really enjoyed
the games.
the
Yeah,
games and was like super stoked and super excited that she was getting
yeah.
the
Played them like
chance.
8 times or whatever.
Yeah,
I was
8
like,
different
damn.
times. Yeah. So
And she was apparently up for applying for the role of Ellie.
Yep.
And ended up doing Abby instead, which will be kind of cool to see.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, definitely look forward to it. But you can tell there's definitely a good bond between the crew and stuff like that there.
Yeah.
It was pretty fun to watch and be there for that moment, the trailer reveal and all the hype and everything. So it's pretty good. But I think one of the biggest announcements that occurred during South by Southwest is we went to a panel. Actually, before we talk about that, let me start with we saw Jeff Keighley.
We did.
Yes,
We saw
did.
Jeff Keighley in the flesh.
Yes.
And he was talking about the power of hype and everything about how they build the Game Awards and all the stuff and how they build hype around trailers and stuff, get people excited. And it's kind of see like some inner workings of like when they plan on launching like a release date trailer and like an announcement trailer and all these different things, and how he works with some companies like 6, 8, 10 months in advance to like launch a campaign to help promote a game. So what'd y'all think of that?
I thought it was cool, especially him talking about like Cuff Busters, right? It was a single. Didn't he say it was a single developer? He he saw it. And he was just like, I want this at the Game Awards. Like reaching out to the small companies and giving them a chance to like really shine on it, like a fucking huge ass stage. I think is phenomenal. Like it makes me appreciate it even more seeing these game trailers and stuff like that during the Game Awards. So I thought that was cool.
Yeah, I agree.
I enjoyed it too.
Yeah.
It was good to see him like go back, talk about certain things. No Man's Sky is always a big one for stuff like that.
Right.
Where they talk about like what was hyped, what lost the hype, and then eventually they brought it back, and they talked about Cyberpunk as well. And it's like, okay, there's like stuff we've talked about, which is kind of cool to see him talk about. Not there's just anything really new about it, but and then I had something else, I forgot it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, it's like you said there that I thought was interesting because I wanted to ask him. I should have gone out there and asked this, but I wanted to ask, like, how do you filter through the noise of the criticism that the Game Awards gets every year? Which he made a little mention to how people go back and forth on it should be more Game Awards show, should be more announcement show, and like I feel like that's a fine line balance that they have to do when they're doing the Game Awards every year. And I am curious to know, like, I mean, it sounds like he knows how much, this thing is up on a pedestal, and it's like you're at the whim of like a bunch of game developers to be able to deliver you content that allows you to make a big, awesome show, and you can't win every year.
Yeah.
And it's like something that's like, it's kind of, I mean, it's good to hear it from the mouth of him of like, just because it wasn't a great year for the Game Awards doesn't mean he didn't try. It's just, shit happened, and he didn't have a game to talk about.
Well, I think like the past 2 years it has improved a lot.
They've got
Especially
the
this last
formula
year. They
down
got the
well.
formula down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they like, okay, here's the Game Awards. Now, the more stuff we get, the more we can move things around. Because, sometimes they just rattle off like 3 or 4 different awards at one time. It's like, wait, didn't they get their own spot?
Yeah.
But they have musical numbers, and for some reason they have the Muppets. I don't understand the Muppets thing. Like,
Well, he mentioned it was just like something fun he wanted to do just to throw in there. And I think it's hilarious. I think it's a great, like,
I thought it was fine.
palate cleanser. I mean, I've been saying that a lot, but I like that it's a just a little. And it was funny this year too. It's like they were poking fun at themselves with it. So it's like the Muppets were poking fun at the Game Awards, and I thought that was a pretty clever nod there. But yeah, I guess he just enjoys the Muppets, and it's like, hey, why
it's not my thing. But hey, I mean, it's not my Game Awards either. So
Yeah,
he's putting it together.
yeah,
Yeah. Overall, that was a great session.
yeah.
Cool to see Jeff up front. Not our first time seeing him, but it's our first time seeing him.
I know. I
speak.
forgot. I was thinking we hadn't seen him before, but we have seen him once before.
Yeah.
I think once before.
I don't think he spoke though. I think he just in passing or something.
Yeah. No, I think there was a talk that he
we
was
see a
at. Maybe I'm trying to. I remember like yesterday. I was like, there was a place that we saw him
I know we saw
like
him somewhere.
talk. I think, and I can't remember where it was. If it was here or I don't
Anyway.
know. Yeah,
Yeah, it
but
doesn't
anyway,
matter.
it was cool.
The big one.
But yeah, the big one. The lawyer thing I went. I'm just kidding.
I knew he was going to go a different route with that.
Yeah, Death Stranding.
That's right.
Hideo Kojima
Yes.
in the flesh was here, and we saw him in the distance up on stage come out with not just himself, but with Norman Reedus, Troy Baker, and Woodkid, who's a composer.
Yep.
Who did a bunch of stuff with like Taylor Swift and Katy Perry and a bunch of different things I
Yeah.
found out. But yeah, what y'all think of the Death Stranding panel?
Dude, yes.
It was great. Like I never played the first one, but after watching this trailer, like this 10-minute long trailer, and
So long.
he made the trailer himself, and like how much love and passion was in that 10-minute trailer was fucking phenomenal. Like I was hooked right away, and it makes me want to play the first one. At least give the first one a try because I really want to play the second one.
We should. We
Like-
should all try to play it.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
God, dude, it was just like you can feel the emotions constantly throughout, and the music. Dear Lord, the music was fucking phenomenal. And in the graphics alone, like I looked at Brett like 3 different times, seeing the different sceneries where Norman Reedus' character Sam is like out in a snowy area or out in a fucking grass area. You just look at it and like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is this? What am I watching right now? It was just eye candy constantly.
Yeah.
And like the big reveal is saying that they're doing a Death Stranding musical thing, symphony at like different
tour.
cities, world tour. And I'm like, I would most definitely go see this.
Yeah.
You know? It was just, oh
For
man.
those listening, there's one that's going to be taking place in Austin in
Yes.
2026.
Yeah, Strands of Harmony World Tour.
Yeah.
That's
But-
what I appreciate about games like this. Like Hideo Kojima is actually making art,
Yep.
and it is a little esoteric. And yes, like I don't think. I mean, we saw comments. People were like, "No one knows what you were doing in the first one." Like it's very convoluted, hard to follow. But there is eye candy. There's a lot to see in the first one, and I think me watching a video, watching someone put the pieces together for me, just like made me really appreciate the game.
Yep.
Kind of the way that Edge Runners did for Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's how that felt for me. And so with that, Hideo is making art, and when you make art, like it transcends. Like that's the whole point of video games. That's why video games are like the next step up from movies and TV shows, is because they're interactive and they combine all of these different elements that you would see in those into a video game. So yes, it makes sense. You make a good video game. You're putting all that passion. You're finding passionate people. He found this really awesome artist in France who made some amazing music. The trailer music for the recent trailer it launched. It's like, yeah, dude. I mean, I listen to video game music all the time because it's just so beautiful and passionate, and inspires me in different ways and brings out different feelings. Like perfect. That's why we're not going to get a Veilguard symphony, because it doesn't inspire that.
Well, I feel like the one thing that he's really good at, which I never loved, like the Metal Gear games, because they were just so off the rails and just like challenge. I mean, I would probably appreciate them more now, but when I was playing them before, they were just too much stealth, too much like playing Phantom Pain. I was just like losing my mind, like getting discovered and dying and stuff like that. But in this one, like in Death Stranding, like he does a really good job at just like taking a lot of risks and just like doing things that are just like out of left field.
Yep.
I mean, there's so much weird shit in this game, in the first game, and the fact that he basically made a glorified 60-hour walking simulator is kind of crazy. And then now this next one, just like the stuff that they showed in that 10-minute trailer, I'm just like, what is it? Where does this come from? Like, how do you come up with this shit? You know?
Well, I mean, Troy Baker said it best during this panel. He was just like, being these actors and stuff like that, it's a lot on you because you're trying to make sure you envision what the creator is making.
Right.
But whatever you play out, because he picked these characters for a reason, and whatever they play out, it'll work. It'll fucking work. Just like what he was saying about Troy Baker's character is, what was his name? Higgs, right? He's just like, just go out there and fucking be Higgs, you know? And he just makes it work.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know.
Yeah, he was saying they take it scene by scene.
Scene by scene,
because in the movie you could really go through each beat through the whole film, figure out what emotion you're hitting for what scene. Mm-hmm. And this one's is way more different. You just kind of have to go with the director on this one, and hope it's just all going to work out. Basically, you just got to go beat by beat, which is interesting because you don't hear that a lot. Like people really don't talk about video games like that, and I think most just do that naturally, take it scene by scene. Mm-hmm. But when you're creating actual art, like obviously the mastermind is the one who's really going to put it all together and make it something special.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think of that Metal Gear reference?
I'm so ready.
That blew me away. Like at first I thought he was just trying to connect Metal Gear with this whole thing.
Yeah.
That's what really blew me away, and I feel like a lot of people on the internet is doing that, but I think it was just him having a nod to it. And even you mentioned about the what's the fucking statue called? Magellan Man is like a reference to as well to Metal Gear.
Is it?
Metal Gear.
So the spaceship is very similar to the head of Metal Gear.
Oh,
the Metal Gear robot,
yeah. So I was like, "Fuck, dude."
And for all the people who watch anime and may know Evangelion, I feel like Magellan Man is kind of a play on that because Evangelion is about these giant, like biological robots that humans sit in and attack these demons or angels that they called them. And so I was like, well,
that makes sense now because like those things had wings as well.
Yeah,
so.
that's pretty much a an angel from Evangelion.
That's so crazy.
Thing is glitching for some reason. I don't know why.
That thing died. It's fine.
Okay.
They said that so Norman Reedus is back in the game. They're gonna have Leah Seydoux and Troy Baker returning.
Okay.
Fragile and Higgs, which I didn't realize Fragile was in the first game, but I guess she was. And then new characters will be joining us: Elle Fanning playing Tomorrow, Shioli Katsuna playing Rainey, and George Miller playing Tarman. And then we have Deborah Wilson in here, Luca Marinelli, Alyssa Jung, several new characters and stuff like that. But they showed a lot of characters in this. The big thing was they showed us a release date, which we haven't had yet. We just need 2025. So now it's coming out June 26, 2025, which is way sooner than I expected.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you think I have
so
time
pumped.
to beat the first one before the second one comes
Oh,
out?
yeah. Oh, yeah. You can knock through. Yeah.
Gotta start when we get back, though.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
No
going to borrow it from
lollygagging.
Brett and see if I like it, and
Okay.
then buy it if I do.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, because they came out with the HD one, right? They redid it.
The director's cut, yeah. Which I guess Woodcut
better
worked
graphics,
on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Woodkid, sorry.
Did we already get that? If we already have bought
I think
it?
it was like you had to pay like $5 or something for an upgrade or something like that, I believe.
Well, that's not bad.
But I could be, I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah.
That's a good point, though. I'd like to.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's even a longer game than because it's like already a 60-hour game. And it's like, let's add more content to it. Why not?
right.
You know.
Why not?
But it looks incredible. I mean, I was very, very hyped about with that trailer. It was kind of like, remember when we went to QuakeCon and saw them unveil the Doom Eternal trailer for the first time?
Yes.
Like that was a really exciting moment because that's the first time I've ever been in a place where it's like we are seeing this before anybody else does, and we were here to see like the release date and this trailer before anybody else in the world saw it, and that was kind of cool to be there for
as soon
that.
as it dropped on the internet, and it got so many fucking.
Oh
views.
yeah, so fast.
Oh yeah. I miss those days of being somewhere with people and you're all there for, well, we were there just, listen to Hideo and the cast, but having something drop, everyone getting excited, being in that room, feeling that energy is like, yes. And it's nice that we can just be hyped for a game and it's not politically charged, because a lot of games that are dropping now are politically charged one way or another, for better or worse. And so I feel like everyone's just, it's hype. It's a Hideo Kojima game. We know it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
We might not know what's going on, but it looks great, and there's a lot of cool actors in it.
And there's babies.
And there's babies.
Yeah,
Oh, baby.
a lot of crazy stuff going on.
Yeah. You think South by might be a place for games that are going to launch in the summer to drop? Or are they going to wait?
Dude, I'm fucking like, if you want me to be honest, like I've been to South by with you guys for 3 years now. And this is like the first year that I feel like gaming has slowly taken over South by, because there were so many gaming like panels and stuff like that. And this with Death Stranding and The Last of Us, which, still related to gaming. And I was talking to Brett and Austin about this. I just feel like gaming is going to be big in 2026. And it's dealing with entertainment, and not just entertainment. It's dealing with the medical field. It's dealing with just gaming in general. It's taking over, and I feel like it's just going. We're just at the stepping stones of it.
So we need 2026 to be a big year for gaming, because when I went to the Texas video game industry meetup, the consensus I heard from everybody was video games are in a bad spot right now. And it made me feel a little like, very negative about the industry. And I think we already feel that from what we've been seeing, the layoffs.
All the layouts,
happening.
Yeah.
Games getting canceled left and right. It's what's worked in the past is not working now. The business practices and the content that they're trying to make is not working now. And literally the whole industry is feeling it. Like, even down to the person who wants to make an indie game,
Right.
So it's like, we need video games to come back in a big way. And I do appreciate Hideo Kojima, like some of the greats, creating their own companies and doing something crazy and it working for the most part. Like, I really appreciate that. And So we need to have, I hope it comes back, video games come back in a big way at South by, because it would be great for launch titles that are going to come out in the summer to be, announced. Like, have a few good titles, And I think Hideo Kojima is a little different than most of the other game devs because he just does his own thing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think he appreciates coming out to these events too. Like it's just something that he wants to do.
Oh yeah, I think he loves that fandom and stuff like that. And it's crazy too because he's also, you know, like not only is he working on this game, but he has another game with
Jordan
what's his
Peele.
face? Jordan Peele. Yeah, he's been working on
man.
it and stuff like that. So it's like this is just a start for him. You know, he's got something else coming here before long.
Yeah.
And who knows when that'll come out? But the fact that this looks as big and epic as it is kind of crazy.
I'm ready for it.
Yeah. Any other big highlights y'all had from any of the sessions and stuff y'all went to?
No, I think it's pretty cool South by. A lot less crowded than normal, which
Yeah.
has been nice. Been able to get around the city pretty good. Done a lot of walking, getting our steps in.
Yeah.
Meet
Yeah.
some cool people.
Yeah, I agree.
We went to Diggnation.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about that yet.
Yeah.
Shit.
We can touch on that real quick.
Yeah. For those of y'all that don't know anything about Diggnation was a show that me and Austin watched when we were growing up. This is like before like YouTube was a thing.
It was the podcast before podcast was a thing.
Yeah.
And video podcast before that was
Which
a big thing now.
crazy story. So one of the sessions I went to today, the one about the 7-figure content creator thing.
Yeah.
There was a guy in there that ran up to the front to help the girl with her slides not working right. And she was like, oh, yeah, this is so-and-so. He's like a big creator too, blah, blah, blah. I pulled this guy up. He used to be the CEO of Revision 3, where Diggnation
what?
was.
Wow.
Which I thought was hilarious. So he's like got a big pedigree and stuff like that. But yeah, so Diggnation was a big show that we watch. It's Kevin Rose, who started Dig.com back in their 2000s. It eventually, he sold it, I believe. And then Reddit came out by Alexis Ohanian and kind of destroyed Dig, if you will, and kind of took over. And obviously Reddit's still here. Alexis Ohanian has since sold Reddit to Condé Nast, and then went sold to somewhere else, and whole thing happened. But this was like a reunion show of Dig.com or Diggnation. They've come back after 10, 15 years of not being around. And they were like, you know, we're coming back. We're doing it again. We miss it. And they had a Tim Ferriss podcast at the beginning, which is cool. He was talking with Evan Williams, who co-founded Twitter, worked on Medium.com, which is a big site that I used to go to. He started Blogger back in the day, which incepted blogs, basically. Huge deal there. And then we saw Chris Sacca come out, who's a big angel investor who's invested in a whole bunch of different companies. And then Alexis Ohanian came out to talk about Dig.com coming back. And they're bringing back a Dig.com with the two rivals and doing it better this time. And that was pretty crazy, but it was a good time. Got a little drunk.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I've been abstaining this South by, so I've not had a drop.
I'm-
And it's funny to
Ooh,
watch
let me
everyone
brag
get
about
drunk.
it.
It's
about
funny
it.
to watch everybody get so drunk. No, but it's interesting to hear from the guy who actually co-founded or created Reddit, like some of the problems that are there. And
Yeah.
I knew Reddit already had problems, and people have been talking about it for a minute, and it's just like not even worth going there. But hearing that there are pages, or a page at least, of people who commit suicide, and it's just accepted, and it's just like, this is fine. This is all fine. We should allow this. And it's like, this doesn't help society. And this is what he was saying. And I agree. Like, it doesn't help society to have this
Yeah.
on here. Like, this is dark stuff. Like,
Yeah.
yes, people commit suicide, and it's not good. But why would we promote it? Like, technically, it's a promotion. It was like, oh, this is normal. If you want to commit suicide, go ahead. Like,
There's some very dark, fucked up corners of Reddit.
yeah,
There is.
Yeah.
There is.
and that stuff's supposed to be left for the black web or the dark web, and you're
Yeah.
supposed
Web.
you're supposed to go and if you are so inclined to go and figure out how to get there and look it up, I guess that's your prerogative. But for something like Reddit, it's not a good thing. But it's cool to see that he is going to. Well, I hope they just obliterate Reddit at this point. So it seems like everything's on the up and up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ketamine, baby.
Yeah.
Fucking,
Forgot
that was a
about that,
fucking weird
yes.
shit. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ketamine.
Having listened to Tim Ferriss for a while now, he's invested so much in psychedelics so I'm very used to that. But yeah, it's a whole thing, man. They're investing in shrooms and ayahuasca and all these different things. And
I'm not hating on it, you know.
Yeah,
You
no,
do
I
you,
know.
boo boo. Fucking.
the ketamine treatments is quite a thing now for PTSD and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's wild, but the amount they were talking about it was pretty crazy.
It was a little much. All right, and
Yeah. We got a board game, card game, from
Yep.
Tim Ferriss. He announced that he's doing a
surprise Uber driver, you have it in the back of your car.
That's right.
I fucking left it there.
It's called Coyote. We haven't played it yet, but it was a little card game that Tim Ferriss has been working on with the founder of Exploding Kittens. So that was pretty cool. Which that was a good podcast. So if y'all haven't listened to that conversation he had with Exploding Kittens guy, it's really good. But yeah, it was kind of neat to get a little game from them. That was a nice little surprise.
Yep.
Fun times indeed.
Yeah, I've enjoyed South by.
Yeah.
More gaming needs to come back. Let's do it. Bring it back, guys.
It's coming back. I mean, this year has been a lot. So
Yeah. I mean, we're announcing it here, 2026. The Inner Gamer is doing an unofficial meetup. Come on down.
Oh.
Check it out. Put in the
Oh
wild.
yeah, that's right. Hold us to it. Hold us to it. It's coming.
No games there. Just come and hang out and chill.
just see me.
Yeah. We'll be at a brewery somewhere or bar or something. I don't know. We'll find a place. And, if y'all want to do it, come let us know. Let us know if you would come down, even if you aren't going to South by and just want to hang out with us in Austin.
And Austin.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm here. Someone said that today to me. Actually, everyone did.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, I bet you haven't heard that one before." And I was like, "Yes, every time."
Fucking dork.
It's
that's
hilarious. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah. Any other excitements that y'all want to share about South by Southwest?
Check out our Instagram. I put up a reel for every day so far, so go
Heck
see
yeah.
what we've been
Yep.
up to and seeing and doing and eating and drinking.
Instagram.com/theinnergamer. Check that out. And yeah, it's been a fun time. We have a couple more things to see. We went to the expo hall. It wasn't there anything exciting
wasn't that
there,
great.
unfortunately. But
No.
tomorrow we're gonna try and see there's gonna be a talk with the president of Blizzard, chatting with Conan O'Brien. So that'll be kind of interesting about future of entertainment and gaming specifically. And then there's a couple other sessions I think that are gaming related that I think will be exciting, gaming and or content creator related. So
Very cool. Very cool.
And then if we have time, hopefully we can go to the XR experience. It does end tomorrow, so
Oh,
we'll have to see if we can
Hit that
sneak it
one up,
in.
yeah.
dang it.
Yeah.
All
But I
right.
mean, last year though it was kind of like, just because so much of like the immersive like filmmaking kind of
Yeah.
things and less of like game. It wasn't any game related content.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's okay usually.
yeah.
Maybe
What
one
about-
or two games.
What about the indie game thing that y'all went to? Is there anything worth talking about that?
Lame.
We will not talk about that.
Lame.
Okay, cool. Love it.
Fucking walked for 30 minutes for nothing. It was lame.
Yeah, there you go.
We'll talk about it off camera, but yeah, it was
right.
anything.
It was lame. You don't have to talk about it off camera. I'll let you know now. It was lame.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, South by Southwest. Awesome. Except
Gaming's
for that
coming
one
back.
lame
It's
thing.
coming back, baby.
Oh man, let us know what you guys thought of our South by Southwest overview. We might have another follow up if we have any new exciting stuff that we discover tomorrow. Might do a round 2 of this, but yeah, let us know what you think of Death Stranding too. Specifically, I think that was our biggest news: the trailer announcement and release date and all that good stuff. And or if you're hyped about Last of Us Part 2, the new season coming out, that's fun to talk
New
about.
season?
New season, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. No. No.
Jesus Christ.
We're out for this segment.